What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to What the Flip Happened, the most bizarre bug I have ever seen in War Robots. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just minding my own business, playing a bit of Raven with a new legendary pilot to give him stealth every time you jump, which makes, by the way, the Raven an incredible meta bomber. I'm not even joking, you'll see it here in this video, this Raven kicks some serious ass, okay? But that's not even the point of the video, because something very, very unusual happened. The most unusual and bizarre bug I've ever seen in the game, alright? We're running the Raven here with the Armadillo drone, so every kill, every capture gives us 15 resistance points. So over time, this Raven is going to become so much of a boss that it can't be killed by the enemy team. Similar to what I've shown you recently with the Scorpion video, and similar to what I'm going to show you with the ultimate you can ever kill me robot, the Mender. But for now, let's focus on this match because you're gonna love what's gonna happen here. I'm sure that 99% of you out there have never seen this happen ever before, because this is the most unusual bug I've ever seen. Alright? Pay attention to that Leo, okay? That Leo is going to get killed by me now. That Leo, by the way, is surprisingly tanky, holy smokes. That is the most tough Leo I've ever seen. Except for the Leo I'm going to show you very soon. But yeah, so this Leo is taking forever to get killed, and then he eventually goes down. So, got it. Alright, I know, it's not big of a heroic task to kill a Leo today, but I was getting attacked by this guy too. I wasn't a 2-on-1, so I had to defend myself. So here we go, destroying the next robot, which is the shell robot that came out of their base, and here is an enemy, Seraph. Apparently without the pop-up shield, which is great. This guy, though, however, has it. But every time I use my jump, I get stealth. So this quad puncher dude doesn't actually represent much of a threat to me because the stealth jump regenerates rather quickly. And with the constant, stealth per button press, you have really something going for you here on that Raven. And I'm telling you guys, this Raven is as much fun to play as it gets in War Robots. This is still a robot that requires some skills, right? It's not like the Angler where you just run in like a brainless rusher and you always succeed. No, this thing requires a little bit of right doing in order to be successful, but if you have that, dude, the Raven is so much fun with the new legendary pilot, and I applaud Pixonic for having this idea to come up with a legendary pilot that makes an older robot this awesome. And here it is! Did you see that, dude? Look at this Leo and that guy. They literally materialized out of thin air, and here comes the kicker. Look at their HP. That guy just spawned, and he has 20% HP. I kill him, and you recognize that Leo? It's the guy from before. He somehow respawned the Leo, and not just that. If you pay attention, right now we have 1, 2, 3. Another guy got killed in the distance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 enemies in front of us. How is this even possible? We have 9 enemies in front of us. There can only be 6 at a time. This is the most crazy and unusual thing I've ever seen in this game. A literally destroyed enemy simply respawning back in, while I think they're getting played still, but the new robot they spawned in. Then another thing happened. There's this Heimdall that spawned on me, and I know he can't target me unless when I'm sitting underneath him. I got him suppressed and locked. He can't shoot me. I'm trying to shoot that guy over there. Apparently, I'm accidentally hitting the Heimdall the whole time, so that eventually the frickin' Heimdall gets destroyed, even though I'm not even shooting the Heimdall. What? This is so crazy. Then this guy enters into some kind of invincibility mode. He literally can't be killed. He's just there forever and nobody can do a thing about him. Meanwhile, I lose my targeting system from an invisible angler that I didn't even see before. And then I decide to end that angler. I hate anglers, man. I hate them with a passion. These guys suck so major. Oh, I hate them so much. And every time I see an angler, I go frickin' a rage mode and just jump right in and drop him as fast as I can. Meanwhile, somehow the Scorpion is gone. I don't know how he was getting killed. Was somebody else able to kill him? Because I couldn't do it. He was invincible to me. But apparently not to somebody else because, this game is just frickin' messed up right here. This match was messed up like crazy. And you know what I think should happen? I think Pixonic should feature this video in their in-game news because it's actually funny as heck. What happened here is the most fun thing I've ever seen, dude. People just spawning back in that were destroyed before. And not with a new robot. No, they spawned their old robot back in. But they're not being played. It's like an AFK robot spawns back in and simply sits at the spawn and can be killed again. And maybe this is one of those reasons why sometimes you end up killing 40 enemies in one match, where we all know 36 should be max. You can't kill more than 36 robots, but somehow we had 2 extra robots to kill in this one here, huh? That is just freaking crazy. Now this guy was really annoying with his Falcon. It just goes to show that a Falcon can still really be annoying. Here, this guy tries to attack me, but every time he unfolds his robot to shoot me, I just enter into a stealth jump. He does it again, I do it again. Look, every time he wants to shoot me, bop, I'm stealth. You want to shoot me again, bop, I'm stealth. This is so fun, man, the Raven. And then even if he does shoot me, after what feels like 500 kills and 7 beacon caps, it's impossible to kill me now because the armadillo drone that I've shown you in the beginning of this video literally makes it impossible to destroy me. I got 13 kills and 2 beacons capped. That's 15 bonuses times 15 resistance. What is that? 20, yeah. Yeah, it's 200. It's pretty exactly 200, I think. And that would be 200 defense points. It's more than most Titans have. And therefore, I end up being next to impossible to kill for most enemies. It's not quite as crazy as the recent Scorpion video, where I think I ended up having 23 boosts times 15 resistance points. That was nuts. Check out the video in the top right if you haven't yet. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that is... And just to show you how crazy the Raven is, we're here on a long-range map on Springfield, and I'm just gonna blast the entire enemy team out of existence with this one frickin' Raven, okay? One Raven just ruining everybody's match right here on the enemy team. I'm actually even jumping up here because, you know, you could actually now compare the Raven to an Orochi, right? The Orochi also gets constant stealths, he gets faster when he uses it, but the Raven can jump fly, right? He can jump and fly, kind of. That is a much more useful ability than just dashing a little faster, like the Orochi does. The stealth duration is about the same time, I think, now as the Orochi goes, but you have this jump regenerating more faster, I think, than the Orochi regenerates his flights, his dashes. I think. I'm not quite sure. I need to compare that to be really precise. But look, I can just jump up here and prevent him from capturing the beacon. Try and do that with an Orochi. Doesn't work, man. And the Orochi is so fragile. He has less HP. Additionally, the Orochi has 2 heavy weapons, which is less powerful than 2 medium and 2 light weapons. So, like in every possible regard, the Orochi is actually inferior now to the Raven with his new legendary pilot. And that is just amazing, because the Orochi is a newer robot than the Raven, and Pixonic yet allows the Raven to outperform the Orochi now because of this legendary pilot. Look, this guy with his double punchers, he would do a lot of damage to me, but every time he every time after his reload, I'm just gonna press the button. And I'm not stupid. I know when he reloads, right? Because he's obviously not shooting me, so he must be reloading. So I'm waiting out the entire reload duration, and when he finally hits the button to unload, I'm just gonna press a button to stealth, and bye-bye goes your firepower. And then he unloads, of course, the entire puncher clip because he wants to be reloaded and ready next time I'm coming out of stealth. And you know what I'm gonna do then? That's right, I'm pressing the frickin' button again. Yeah, dude, this is shit. You see, I'm frickin' happy now to have so much fun with an old Raven. And it just goes to show how thankful we as a player base and community are for such small gestures as just making a little Raven back into the game, right? For Pixonic, this is like a small thing. It's just a tiny gesture, but it makes me so happy. Like, it brings so much fun back into the game, because, you know, oh god, look at this! There's a frickin', what's it called? The stove ability from the Kid Titan coming from the left, and I'm just walking away from it, and the impending doom is right to my left, and I'm just walking just as fast as the shockwave or the stove ability comes towards me, jumping away, yet into another stealth. Eventually, that Kid Titan loses his full full damage ability, his middle weapon unfolds, I have a massively powerful shield, and he decides it's no longer worth shooting that frickin' Raven that either constantly has stealth or that has a powerful frickin' yellow shield that never seems to end. So he goes to something else and attacks the other Titans. Meanwhile, I'm killing him. And dude, it's just, this is one Raven! A single Raven that is being used right here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this gameplay, you like the video, you like my commentary, or I don't know, you're just generally enjoying your time watching this, how about you give it a subscribe if you haven't done it yet, guys? I would really appreciate to have you on board in the Manni army here, and we could, stalk our way towards 500,000 subs, man. I'm still far away from it, I realize that, but with your help, we could do it, and it's really just you who can help me with that. So, let's go for it, guys. And gals, obviously, too, because I know we also have about 17% female viewers here on the channel. That's right, 17%. That actually is a surprisingly large number, if you ask me. People playing a robot shooter game. You know, you'd think that, or, well, I would think that, a massively, like, robot shooter isn't necessarily the girly type of topic, but almost 20% or 17% girls, that is just freaking awesome. So greetings out to you girls out there too, which I think I've never actually said that before. Yeah, so glad I can say it now. So we did 5 million damage. We did 11 kills, 5 caps with Armadillo Drone, again 16 times 15 resistance points, which shows or goes to show why it's so difficult for the enemy to drop me. And, yeah, next situation. Here we have one of the most powerful robots in existence. His name is literally Kill 'Em All, and that's what he's doing with a, what's it called? An Capri robot with 4 spears. The most lame-ass thing in the game right now, and overpowered and broken. And I'm sorry to say this, Pixon, you really messed up that spear. How can you make a light weapon more powerful than Titan weapons are? How can this even happen? I mean, we're playtesting the game. How is something like that even possible? Anyways, this guy's running that setup, but you know what? That old frickin' Raven is outperforming the living crap out of him, because I could just shoot him from stealth, and every time he wants to shoot me, guess what I'm gonna do? That's right, I'll hit that frickin' button. And then his buddy comes around the corner. It's not actually his buddy, but it's also a Capri, and he comes around the corner here with his 4, no, actually he's got spear and cudgel or mace at the same time, so it is a powerful setup for sure, but all I need to do is press that button. And then he loses interest in me because he can't actually shoot me. But he does, in fact, stay with me. And by the way, I have 2 stealths ready. 2 stealth jumps right now. How? Because at 50% health, we get another one restored, right? And that ends up this guy being, at some point, he's like, how many stealths does this guy have? Every time he wants to shoot me, I go into stealth mode. Every time. Every freaking time, dude. And he's like, eventually there, he's got to run out of stealths, right? And then you look at my right and I have 2 more of them ready. It's like, what the heck? The Raven is so much fun now, dudes. It's so cool. And here is Kill 'Em All, again, with his mad powerful spear Capri that's getting completely deleted. Not only by me, let's be realistic and honest. I was getting help from a Smuta Harpy or Siren. So, thanks for that. But, you know, at the same time, let's be realistic, I think I would have beaten him myself too. Because I have so many stealths, and I can just constantly do this. And you see, I press the button and the firepower towards me immediately stops. Here is Kill 'Em All back with his nether robot, who applied suppression to me. But yeah, with the help of the stealth, it's not a thing. It ain't no thing, dude. It ain't no thing. Just rock him out of existence, and that guy too. Bye-bye. That frickin' Raven is so good. It's so good. And you know, let's not forget that the point of this video actually was something different. I wanted to show you this. That's why I started recording, right? I wanted to record gameplay with this new Raven legendary pilot, and then that weird thing happened on Shenzhen with that insane situation where enemies respawn out of thin air that shouldn't even exist anymore. I've never seen that happen. Have you ever seen this happen, guys? Please tell me. I would be so curious to know. And also, sometimes in the I do read your comments, and there is this overly aggressive person last time who was really mad at me for not showing the setup for module setup perfectly when I showed the Scorpion. And I don't know, sometimes people feel really entitled to some anger there, but it's okay. I included it this time. Just go back to the beginning so I can also make that one particular person happy. Hopefully this time I don't have to cry myself to sleep that night after reading such crazy comments. But yeah, guys, this is the Raven with the legendary pilot. Excuse me, what was the name of the pilot? Yeah, Nessa Riggs. And we were running it with nuclear amp, repair amp, and anti-control. Wait, I have repair unit? I didn't even have advanced repair unit. I'm just seeing this now. I forgot to equip advanced repair unit. How can this happen? Wow, I'm really dropping the ball right there. But yeah, that was the Raven, and the most awkward thing I've ever seen in the game. The most fun bug. It was really a funny bug. I got to kill them again. They weren't even firing back at me. They were just spawning dead robots, basically, with 10% HP. Like, what the heck? Just giving me some extra free kills for the fun sakes. Yeah. You can throw that at me anytime, Warrobots. Just throw me a couple of free kills, especially with the Armadillo drone. I'm gonna take it any day of the week. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and see you in the next video. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye, my friends.